got to use this microphone, don't I? Calling as Mayor Pro Tem, I'm calling the March 18th meeting to order. We have a quorum present, so we can proceed with the business at hand. At this time, I'm going to ask Attorney Mize if she'll bring prayer as well as the pledge to us. Please stand.
Please bow your heads. Dear Father, we thank you so much for this day. We thank you for the breeze and the low humidity and the beautiful sunshine. We thank you for the grace to bear all the pollen, and you'd keep us all well. I pray, God, that you would be with us tonight, that you would give us hearts and minds to hear and receive information, clear communication, and a spirit of collegiality. We look to you as the source of all good things. In Jesus' name, amen. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very, very much, Attorney Mize. It was said that we should always be ready. We know not when we'll be called. Thank you. We have Councilman Bill about 7 to 5 minutes out now, but we're going to still move the agenda, and he will be coming in. So just want you to know that he has already notified the city clerk, Ms. Melton Stella, that he's on his way. So thank you. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adopt the agenda.
Thank you, sir. I'll make a motion to adopt the agenda for today's meeting.
And I'll second it, sir.
You've heard a motion and you've heard a second to adopt the agenda. Are there any questions? Hearing no questions, all those in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye and raise your right hand. And incidentally, I'm voting right now because if I don't vote, it'd be less than a majority. So I'm voting. At this time, the announcements, anything on the agenda at this time? Anything on the agenda that anybody would like to bring before us? Okay, you'll have another opportunity at the end of the agenda to come before us and speak if you so desire. We have a proclamation to present. At this time, I'll come down to the front and do this proclamation. Have a proclamation here. This one's hot already. Thank you. Have a proclamation here. Electromagnetic Spectrum Operations Day. Electromagnetic Spectrum Operations Day. And the proclamation reads as follows. Whereas the Dixie Crows are a vibrant professional organization that works diligently to preserve, promote, and advance electromagnetic spectrum operations technology in the defense of our great nation. The objective of the association are the promotion of good fellowship, interchange of knowledge and ideas in the field, and the furtherance of electromagnetic spectrum operation capabilities, and whereas with the complex and rapidly evolving techniques of the electromagnetic spectrum operations, there is a recognized need for the development of mutual understanding and an intimate military-industrial relationship. And whereas Sunday, 24 March 2024, will signal the start of the 44th Annual Dixie Crow Technical Symposium held at the Museum of Aviation in Warner Robins, Georgia. And whereas the event is sponsored by the Dixie Crow chapter of the Association of Old Crows, this year will focus on networking opportunities to enhance discussions regarding survivability requirements, intelligence, analysis, and technology availability throughout electromagnetic spectrum operations. And now, therefore be it proclaimed, I, it says LaRonda W. Patrick, Mayor of the city, and I'm going to add Clifford Holmes Jr., Mayor Pro Tem of the city of Warner Robins, on behalf of the City Council and the citizens of Warner Robins, Georgia, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, March 26, 2024, as the Electromagnetic Spectrum Operations Day, and encourage citizens to show their appreciation in support of this worthwhile symposium and the efforts of this association for the defense of our great nation, and may God continue to bless these United States of America. Will the representative please stand?
Thank you very much, Derek.
Your name, sir?
Adam Zastovich. Adam's fine.
Mr. Adam Zastovich.
Zastovich.
Okay, close to it, huh? At this time, I'll present this proclamation to you on behalf of the mayor and the city of Warner Robins. And, do you have anything you want to say?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, let me give you an opportunity to say something, then we go out and take a picture.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, I just want to thank the city of Warner Robins and the council for actually giving this proclamation here. Just really quick there, we did the economic impact for last year, and we brought in $2.3 million to local area here. That just kind of shows that your sponsorship of that Sunday actually is quite a bit, you get like, what, like many times fold, you got your money back from there. So it says 1.5 direct and $846,000 indirect there. Again, I want to thank the community, and I want to invite everyone out to come out there so next week and come and join us here and support this great cause here. Thank you all.
Okay, at this time, I entertain a motion from Mr. Mack to approve the minutes from the regular meeting of March 4th, 2024.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to approve minutes from the regular meeting that was held on March 4th, 2024.
I'll second that, Mayor.
We have a motion, we have a second. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye. Aye. Opposed likewise. Let the record show that the motion is approved unanimously. Thank you. Okay, at this time, we'll entertain public comments from the public. And again, you'll have an opportunity again, but this is your first opportunity. Public comments. And you will be 3 minutes max, and we will not be responding to you. We'll be listening. I skipped item number 2, thanks to the attorney. We had a call meeting last week, and I skipped that. At that time, Mr. Bibb, I'll entertain a motion from you to approve the minutes from the special call meeting on March 14th.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I make a motion to approve the minutes from the special call meeting of March 14th, 2024.
And I'll second.
It's been properly moved and second. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor, let it be no matter word aye and a raising of the right hand. Aye. Thank you very much. Let the record show that it was approved unanimously. Now, formal comments pertaining to the current agenda items. Come right on in, sir, to the microphone and introduce yourself. Tell us where you live and what you want to talk about. You have 3 minutes to do it in, though.
Hello, my name is Stephen Rollison, and I live at 106 Morningside Drive. So I'm actually here to speak a little bit to agenda item number 10, which is the rezoning of 3 parcels on Peacock Drive from C2 to R4. First, I just wanted to say that I'm strongly in favor of infill development that adds housing density to the core of the city. So I'm really excited to see that this is on the agenda at all. In particular, these 3 parcels are very close to where we live, and they're in an incredibly walkable place. They're in walking distance to 2 parks. Across Watson Boulevard, they're near Wellston Park, and across Corder Road, they're near Wellston Trail. In addition, they're also walkable to the Watson Central Shopping Center, which has the Food Depot, Big Lots, Harbor Freight, and a number of smaller stores and restaurants. So, although this is strictly a zoning item on the agenda, when the time comes that something does get built there, I'm asking the city to consider adding sidewalks to Peacock Drive and along Watson Boulevard on its way to the Watson Central Shopping area. And I think that this will be attractive for future residents if something winds up being built there, and it improves accessibility for all those nearby. A rising tide lifts all boats, as well as the city's tax digest. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Absolutely.
Anyone else wish to make any comments on the present agenda? Seeing no one else, we'll move the agenda. At this time, I'll call on Councilman Curtis with the consent agenda items.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Godfather. Number 4, I make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented. 4 purchasing items, 4 employee promotions, and 8 home occupation permits.
We have a motion before us. Do I have a second?
Second that, Mayor.
Okay, Councilman Curtis made the motion. Councilman Bibb seconded that motion. Any questions?
So I know it hasn't been voted on yet, but I would like to be the first to say congratulations to Lieutenant Clark, Lieutenant Hill, Lieutenant Laurie, and Sergeant Garvett.
All right.
I'm sorry, Gravitt, Sergeant Gravitt.
Okay, Councilman Curtis, I think those individuals, or some of them are present. If you are, please come on up and let us see those of you receiving these promotions. Okay, we have the motion. It's been voted on. Now, we've already entertained the motion, we've entertained the second. Now, I'll vote before anything else is said. All those in favor, let the word be known by aye and the raising of the right hand. Aye. The motion carries unanimously. At this time, first of all, congratulations to those of you individuals that received promotion. Does anyone wish to say anything out of this group? If you're okay. Okay, we're at item number 5. Resolution PSA 164 North Davis Drive. Councilman Lawrenson.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to make a motion to approve a resolution of Mayor and Council of the City of Warner Robins that Mayor Pro Tem Clifford Holmes is authorized to execute a purchase and sale agreement with Dean Ellis Wilkerson on 164 North Davis Drive.
I'll second that, Mayor.
You've heard the motion, you heard the second. Any further discussion or any discussion at all? If not, all those in favor, let it be known by the word. Those approved, let it be known by the word aye and raising the right hand. Aye. Those opposed likewise. Let the record show that it was approved unanimously. This time, we'll move to item number 6, resolution surplus property donation to Warner Robins PD. Mr. Lashley, Councilman Lashley.
Yes, thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I appreciate it. Make a motion to approve a resolution of the Mayor and Council of the City of Warner Robins that the value of the item on said Exhibit A is more than $500, and that said property be donated to the Westland Department of Public Safety in accordance with the laws of the state of Georgia.
I second that motion.
Thank you very much. Mr. Lashley made the motion. Mr. Curtis seconded the motion. Are there any discussion? If not, all those in favor, let it be known by the word aye and the raising of the right hand. Aye. Opposers likewise. Let the record show that this motion passed unanimously. At this time, we'll move to item number 7, resolution surplus property donations, Warner Robins PD. Councilman Mack.
Thank you again, Mayor Pro Tem. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution of the Mayor and Council of the City of Warner Robins that the value of the item on this said Exhibit A is more than $500, and that said property be donated to the Woodbury Police Department in accordance with the laws of the state of Georgia.
I'll second that, Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you very much, Mr. Councilman Mack and Councilman Bill. You've heard the motion, you've heard the second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye and the raising of the right hand. Aye. Let the record show that this motion passed unanimously. At this time, we're going to go to Councilman Bibb for DDA appointments, a resolution for DDA appointments.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I make a motion to approve the resolution that the mayor and the council of the City of Warner Robins, acting pursuant to OCGA 36-42-4, appoint the following individuals to the Board of Directors of the Downtown Development Authority for the City of Warner Robins. Ricky Waite and Stephanie Grindstead, both to serve effective March 18, 2024, term to expire March the 5th, 2028.
I'll second that, Mayor.
Thank you. It's been properly motioned and seconded that the two new individuals appointed to the DDA be approved. Are there any further discussion? Are any of those individuals present? They're not. Call for the motion. All those in favor, let it be known by the word aye. Raise your right hand. Opposes likewise. Let the record show that the motion was made and approved unanimously. Thank you. At this time, we'll move to Councilman Curtis, the resolution FY 2024 proposal.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I make a motion to approve a resolution of the Mayor and Council of the City of Warner Robins that the fiscal year 2024 proposed statements of objective and projects used of the funds be adopted and approved and hereby authorized general publication of the same.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor of the motion as read, let it be known by the word aye and the raising of the right hand. Aye. Opposes likewise. Let the record show that this motion was made and approved unanimously. We are now at item number 10, a rezoning petition. And at this time, Councilman Lawrenson, if you will, present.
Thank you, sir. I do make a motion to approve a rezoning petition of Sandy Grimes and Dolores D. Kashinka and others, rezoning of property, including all right-of-ways totaling 6.34 acres, located at the north and south sides of Peacock Drive at the intersection of Peacock Drive and Quarter Road, also known as tax parcels OW68A005B000, 0W68A00500, and OW68A0004000 from C2 General Commercial District City to R4 Multifamily Residential City. Again, the motion is to approve.
I'll second that, Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you. You've heard the motion. You've heard the second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll move the agenda. Those in favor of the motion, let it be known by the word aye and the raising of the right hand. Aye. Those opposed have the same rights. Seeing none, we let the record show that this motion was approved unanimously. At this time, item number 11, a motion PDE revision. Councilman Lashley.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. It's a motion to approve the request for the Arlington PDE. The revision includes a reduction in overall number of single-family detached lots from 364 to 326. The addition of a townhome section to include 61 townhome lots for an overall total number of residential lots, single-family detached, and townhome units equaling 387, an increase of 23 overall residential lots from the previous approval.
I second that motion.
Thank you, Councilman Lashley, Councilman Curtis. You've heard the motion, you've heard the second. Are there any discussion, further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion as presented, let the word be known by aye and the raising of the right hand. Aye. Motion carries. You have those opposed have the same right. Seeing none, let the record show that the motion was approved unanimously. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the point in the agenda where we entertain citizens' comments. Come right up, introduce yourself, sir.
Yes, sir. My name is Brian Braun with Advanced Engineering Services at 110 Tommy Stallnaker Drive. Is that better?
Where that was again?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm Brian Braun with Advanced Engineering Services at 110 Tommy Stallnaker Drive.
Okay. Go right ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time this evening. I wanted to bring up a discussion on the interparcel connectivity ordinance, the cross-access easements that are required by City of Warner Robins. First, I believe the intent is very positive. It helps with traffic flow. I appreciate the city's proactive approach to help eliminate, resolve congested areas. Works very well on your Watsons, your Houston Lakes, your Highway 96s, Watson and Russells. very, very, very beneficial for traffic flow. The approach to the ordinance, though, is very blanket. It's really applied to all city commercial properties. At least that's how it's been interpreted. And sometimes it's not always providing a very clear direction and guidance for all situations. Really the locations of drives and how that all intermixes, sometimes the situations aren't always clear. The implementation for the ordinance really goes through the Access Committee. I believe it meets bi-monthly, and that leads to some very subjective interpretations at times. And the reason I'm here is the city ordinance does provide that we have to have this access easement. However, it doesn't provide or require certain language in the agreement, right? It requires we have an agreement with our neighbor, but that agreement is very open, right? The city doesn't require certain language, and it doesn't always protect landowners. It doesn't always protect the adjacent landowners. So I'm here because I have an example to share with you. I have a parcel on Fegan Mill right there at Lake Joy. It's two parcels off the corner going west on Fegan Mill from Lake Joy. And in this particular situation, there's an existing access drive there that goes to a C-store. People use it all the time. It's almost, you would think it was a public road, but it's not. It's a private road where people cut through. This parcel is adjacent to it. City ordinance requires us to use that drive. However, the written agreement for that drive doesn't have any stipulations to it to protect who uses that drive. It doesn't have any financial burden on who would pay for that drive. So if you were to buy this parcel, it comes with this access drive, it comes with this easement on it, but the easement doesn't restrict any use, and it doesn't allow for any financial gain if it gets repaired. So if somebody drives through there with a semi-truck or a bulldozer, there's nothing this landowner can do to recoup repairs.
Thank you, sir. I'm gonna give you 15 seconds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So in this example, we would like to have a second drive that meets the 300-foot separation so that we can have our own drive that we can restrict and put the right language on it. That particular access doesn't really do us any good because it could be torn up and not be fixed. So I would love for if the city would entertain looking at their ordinance, see if something could be done about it.
Thank you. We've heard your concerns.
Yes, sir.
Someone probably will be in touch with you from the city. Let me assure you, you are heard. Thank you very much. Are there any other comments, citizens' comments? Seeing no other comments, I'm going to start with Councilman Lawrenson and work this way and then work our way back around for council comments.
All right, thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. It's been a pleasure to join you all this evening, and just like to say thank you to everyone coming out. We did accomplish some business today. It was rather quick, and there's nothing wrong with that. So great job to the Mayor Pro Tem for handling this. Also, sir, I think we certainly can take a look at this ordinance that you're talking about and get things cleaned up. I'm not really sure who to direct you to. Building and inspection. And community and economic development. And hopefully they're here in this room and they can meet with you after the meeting and kind of tell you what you need to do. So thank you for presenting that tonight. And that's all I have. God bless. Have a great week.
Thank you, Councilman Lawrenson. At this time, Councilman Lashley.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Congratulations to all of our promotions. That's amazing. Police kind of dominated the night tonight with all the promotions. That's an excellent job. Tell you, they've done wonders over there this past couple of years here with us and everything. So congratulations again to all of them. And thank you all for all coming out tonight. And thank you for a quick meeting. I think that we've set a record. We hadn't had one this fast in years. Thank you to Mayor Pro Tem for running it through.
Thank you, Councilman Lashley. At this time, Councilman Curtis.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I just want to say Ramadan Mubarak to the Islamic community here. Happy Easter. And I just want to remind everybody that we have an Easter egg hunt and food truck roundup this Friday at Perkins Field. What time does it start? At 5 o'clock. So don't forget, Easter egg hunt and food truck roundup this Friday, Perkins Field. Hoping to see everybody there at 5 o'clock.
Thank you, sir. We'll move to Councilman Mack now.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Congratulations to the policemen that were promoted, Mr. Justin Clark, Berlin Hill, Kurt Lowry, couldn't read my own handwriting, and Kander Gravitt. Also, let's continue to pray for our mayor as she traveled abroad in service of our city, and that she has a great time and a blessed time in that regard. And Sergeant Gravitt, yep. I thought I said it, but okay, gotcha. There you are. You know you're in our hearts. All right, thank you for serving, and thank you everybody serving our city. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Bibb.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I want to give a welcome to Ricky and Stephanie to the DDA. I want to let them know. I'm going to be a little bit different from Councilman Curtis. I'm going to say Happy Resurrection Sunday is coming. Amen to that, right? It's not about Easter eggs. It's about Jesus conquering the grave for us. And we want to make sure we get to hunt eggs. That's the fun of it with the kids, but the real meaning behind that is what he did. In saying that, congratulations, Carter, all the 4 of the police officers, but thank you, Carter Gravitt. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for you pursuing me with the gospel and chasing me down at Frito-Lay and telling me the Lord loved me. And I appreciate that. I appreciate your family and love you guys a lot. You guys have a great night.
Thank you very much. I will take the last opportunity tonight. First of all, I'd like to continue to wish our mayor success and thanks to her. I say it publicly. I said it to her on the phone this afternoon, but publicly I want the city to know that she is, the lady is representing the city of Warner Robins. I said the lady, she's the mayor that happens to be a lady. And I want to be sure I say that. She's representing the city of Warner Robins, and she's one of 2 mayors from Georgia, period, that's representing us out of the country, talking about smart cities. And she was tired when I talked to her. She's been preparing, and she was still getting ready to go back and continue to prepare for her presentation. Thanks to the mayor and the council for your support in carrying this meeting, our city clerk, attorney, for supporting us and working right with us and moving. Mr. Dotson, Ms. Wright, Ms. Hill, I want to thank you for what you do every day, for keeping the mayor on task. She talked about you today and keeping her on task, and that's our responsibility. And I thank you to all of the citizens that's present tonight, today, still day, for coming out to support your city and bringing your concerns to the mayor and council. We heard you. We do not take anything you say lightly. Having said anything else, the meeting is adjourned.